It's hit one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks. Let's joined with my guys, as always, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, Swerving Irvin Washington.
Yo.
Irv got the hoodie on, man. It's fucking like 90 degrees in Las Vegas. I know it's pretty hot in LA if it's hot out here.
It's really not.
That's crazy, man. How we doing tonight, fellas?
We're doing good.
And Irv just pulled it out. He almost had a really bad night. Let's be real.
Oh, yeah. If the Dodgers lost and the Lakers lost, my goodness.
Yeah. It's the beginning of the season, man. And for some reason, it's either the Dodgers beat the shit out the Giants when they playing in San Francisco, or it's a close game.
Yeah, except this one wasn't close. It was like 4-0, and the Dodgers were like 0-for-9 with runners in position.
It was 2-0 till the ninth inning.
2-0 forever to the bottom of the eighth. It was 54 degrees.
Oh yeah, we can spin it however we want, but yeah,
well, it could be worse. I could be an A's fan, right?
I mean, yeah. It doesn't get worse than that. At least you know you're gonna lose every game, though, so makes it a little bit easier.
That's not good, though.
I mean, I don't gotta sit there and sweat out games and be like, oh, maybe my team has a chance. I gotta watch Chris Taylor go 0-for-2 with runners in scoring position.
You're gonna be sweating out that Bedard stuff, though.
I was about to say, could be worse. Could be a Sharks fan.
Because if y'all don't get Bedard, y'all like fucked for like the next 5 years.
Nah, I don't think so. We got a lot of good young talent, but I mean, getting Bedard would just expedite the process. So that's why we're hoping for Bedard.
It looks like he's going into Chicago or Columbus.
No, dude,
they won't put him in Columbus.
They got the 2 worst records.
But still, they won't drown him in Columbus. No way. It's not a hockey city.
So he's gonna go to Chicago then.
Yeah, probably.
No,
it's either Chicago or San Jose.
San Jose don't deserve nothing nice anyway. So
why? What do you have against San Jose? There's nothing. Come on, San Jose is a beautiful city. It's a city with a ton of culture. All right, and we love our culture in San Jose.
It's turning.
I don't deserve nothing
city,
nice because I'm a Kings fan, and y'all always try to shit on my team. So
it's better than the Ducks getting them.
Sweet baby Jesus, don't let the Sharks get Bedard.
You'd rather have the Ducks get Bedard.
The Ducks
so
not
the Ducks
gonna
would have Zegras and Bedard on the same line.
Because they got like the 4th or 5th worst record. They not even top 4, top 5 no more.
Nah, they got a worse record than us, don't they, Ben?
No, y'all got a worse record than them now, don't y'all? Y'all just lost 2 in a row. No, wait, y'all went to overtime. Say I got that point. Man, y'all sorry asses don't know how to tank right.
Thanks,
Agreed.
I mean, we keep going to overtime every fucking game, dude. It's like nothing's new with it.
Here we go. Bedard watch. Anaheim second to last place. They are tied with 58 points with Chicago. Columbus has 57. Sharks have 80 games played. Chicago and Anaheim have 81. That is not good for San Jose.
Sorry, ping pong balls, man. Anything can happen.
Who has the worst record in NHL history?
NHL history?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Definitely not the Sharks.
Take a wild guess.
Probably the Kings.
Nope. It's the 1992-93 San Jose Sharks.
Oh, that was our
we only
inaugural
win, like,
year.
9 games. Yeah, we only won like 9 games that
That
year.
was our inaugural year.
71 losses. Damn.
Bro, we have 22 wins this year, so not much better. We still have the least wins in the NHL this year. Even it's because we've gone to overtime so damn much that we're.
But y'all don't have the worst win percentage though.
Well, yeah, because we go to overtime all the time.
Y'all got the
we get
most
the points
losses.
in overtime.
That's the problem. But
Yeah, and the Thrashers, they didn't stick around too long.
the
Nope.
what?
Atlanta.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Thrashers.
Yeah, that was.
It turned into Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing putting fucking hockey teams in Atlanta, dude?
But that soccer team be selling out every damn home game though.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't get it, but
80,000+ be at the Mercedes-Benz Dome for the Atlanta United.
I mean, it's like soccer is a lot different than hockey.
That's true.
Like you could play soccer in Atlanta, can't really play hockey. I don't think they have many ice rinks out there. I can't imagine they have a ton of ice rinks out there. Like at least the Sharks, San Jose, obviously you can't play hockey either, but the Sharks invested in the city. Like they invested in ice rinks and or ice rink, I should say, with multiple rinks inside of it. But
yeah, they also have Sharks Ice in Oakland. They also have Sharks Ice in Fremont.
Yeah,
they've put it in the area.
They got a few, and they invested in the community. So interesting stuff. We are being brought to you by Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device. Use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $20 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even have to leave your seat. If you're hanging out with us in Twitch, let us know. Send us some emojis or something.
Did you get a beer for tonight? You're drinking more Lagunitas.
No, I do. I stopped by tonight on my way home tonight. Had a long day. Didn't get off till 8 o'clock. Stopped by and they actually tapped 2 new beers. I haven't been to tonight in like a week and a half. Like the longest I've gone stopping by there in a long time. They tapped 2 beers, 2 specialty beers. So I grabbed crowlers of each of them. So I'm starting off with the Agave Cuties. This is a 6.2%. This is their Smash IPA mixed with cuties, tangerines, and some guava. So it's really good, man. I've almost fucking killed the whole can because we were watching the end of the Lakers game, obviously. That's why we're starting a little late tonight because the Lakers game went into overtime. So this one's really good, though. The taste is delicious. The Smash IPA is good. It's not one of my favorite IPAs that they do. They also don't can it, so you have to like get a crowler of it or get a growler. But like to me, their Hop Ride IPA and their Gypsy IPA are their 2 best IPAs. This one's like their third one. It's my third one I like there. But this is good, dude. And every so often they like mix it with other stuff, and when they mix it, it's awesome. So
okay,
it's good. What are you sipping on, Ben?
I'm going with a revision beer today. So coming out of Sparks, Nevada, I'm drinking Sparkle Muffin.
Sparkle Muffin, huh?
Sparkle Muffin. So it's a Northeast style hazy IPA coming in at 7%. So it's a single hopped IPA. Get a little citrus there. It's got live yeast in it as well. So you're going to be feeling it a little bit more because that yeast is breaking down those sugars as you're drinking it. So fresh beer equals a fresh buzz.
Ben is also coming live to us from Baghdad, Iraq, if you can't tell from his video.
Oh, why is it trashy right now?
Nah, it just looks like you're coming from Baghdad, Iraq.
Baghdad, Iraq. Why is that?
Because you're a little distorted.
Oh.
In the middle of a war zone. No, I'm just joking.
There we go.
Ben's here. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Let's go, y'all.
That's all that matters. We got a good show on deck. Obviously, we're gonna we're gonna recap some of the NBA play, and then we're gonna hop into some MLB tomorrow. We got a lot of good pitching matchups, got a lot of good matchups, which we're gonna touch on very shortly. But let's talk about the NBA play-in very shortly. So the first game, we had the Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks were 5.5 point dogs, depending on where you got it. And Atlanta, I mean, they were in control of this game. They led basically wire to wire. They won this game 116 to 105. Miami got close in the third quarter. They got it within 5, but then, Atlanta just kind of pulled away. On Temple of Hoop on Sunday, I said, I loved Atlanta plus the 5, and I thought they were going to win too. I said they were going to win. And the reason why was because Miami, since the All-Star break, bottom 10 in defensive rating. In all season, they've been around one of the worst teams offensively. So, I said this was going to come up. I love Eric Spoelstra. He's a really good coach. He's able to game plan very well. And, everyone pointed to, the Heat play the Heat play the Hawks really well every time. And I said, yeah, but this is a different Hawks team. Quinn Snyder, he's only been there for, a month and a half. And, they're starting to get healthy with DeAndre Hunter coming back, and, the addition of Sadiq Bey and Okwangu's playing very well. So, I really liked Atlanta in the spot, and they came through, and they did their damn thing, man. Were you guys surprised by the outcome here?
Nah.
Not necessarily surprised, but I was really, really surprised at how the bench played for Atlanta. You've got 53 points coming out of the bench for Atlanta. And, you look on the opposite side. I mean, Kyle Lowry had a game, but
he had a great game.
With his 33 points, the bench had a total of 37 points.
Yeah, I mean, if Colorado doesn't score that 33, I mean, they get fucking mopped.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
He was their best player.
Yep. Yeah, you had Martin go over 3. Kevin Love only shot 1 for 2. Zeller 1 for 4. Oladipo 0 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, this Heat team is, I mean, it's a terrible team, dude. It's not a good team. And
their season was over when they lost to the Wizards without Porzingis, without Beal, without Kuzma.
Well, their season's been like, this is the thing with the Heat, dude, is last year they had like Max Strus and Gabe Vincent, and they had all these guys that like had career years, right? And they just balled the fuck out. And the Heat were like, all right, well, we're going to run it back. And they obviously lost PJ Tucker, but they ran everything else back. We're going to run it back. And it's like, it's hard to expect production duplicated from Jags, like that's why we have this term, just another guy. Like those dudes they're undrafted free agents, right? Like anything you get from them is a plus, and to rely on them to be starters and to be very productive players is tough. And then you got Tyler Hero, who's might be their best offensive player, but I mean, that dude's a fucking traffic cone out there on defense, dude. Like, he can't play D at all. And that's a big part of their problem.
Negative 10 points today.
Yeah, I mean, he was awful, dude. And, like, he wasn't good offensively. And if he's not good offensively, he's literally a net negative for you. And it showed tonight. And that's the problem with the Miami Heat. And then, there was people, one of the guys is on this podcast right now telling me that Kevin Love wasn't washed. And I was telling them, man, dude, contenders don't just get rid of guys, bro. Like, they don't. If a contender gets rid of you, that's a red flag. Usually means you're washed. Or in, like, the case of Bones Highland, right? We saw Bones Highland get in a fight with Mason Plumlee the other day. And Denver traded Bones Highland. Denver is the number 1 seed in the West. I'm sorry, man. Contenders don't just get rid of guys that are productive if there's not an issue, right? So with the Miami Heat, like, they have a lot of issues, man. And on top of that, Jimmy Butler is not a number 1 option. I'm sorry. Like, he had a great bubble run, but outside of that bubble in Orlando, I mean, he hasn't been, like, the dude. He's a great, like, second, third player for a team. If he's that role, your team is very good. But if he has to be the dude, your team isn't that good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the Heat are. And like, I don't know where they go from here. You know, they're going to have to face the winner of Chicago and Toronto, which will probably be Chicago because Toronto can't fucking score for shit. So it'll be interesting, man. I'm not like, honestly, Chicago will probably beat the Raptors and they'll probably beat the Heat, and then they'll be the 8 seed and they'll get swept by Milwaukee. But anyways, Miami, Chicago, Toronto, any of those teams they're losing in at least 5 to Milwaukee. It doesn't matter. Ben's gonna yawn.
Yep.
But anyway, that's what I think about that game.
Call me Irv tonight.
Now let's move to the Lakers, Irv. Let's move to your Lakers. This one started out really bad. I mean, Minnesota was just extremely hot in that first half. Cat was 100%, 17 points in the first half. He didn't miss a single shot. He ended the game 8 for 12, so he went 1 for 5 in the second half. He got in foul trouble, which kind of kept him off the floor a little bit, which is normal for him. He gets in foul trouble a lot. He was a plus 18. But the Lakers pulled it out. It ended up going into overtime. We were all talking before we went on, like this was kind of one of the ugliest fucking NBA games we ever seen. Irv, let's get your thoughts first, though, as a Lakers fan. What's your thoughts on this game and then the Lakers moving forward?
Moving forward, we might take the Grizzlies to 6 or 7 games, but if we play like we played tonight, it might be over in 5. Too many turnovers. We couldn't hit threes. It's like we were sleepwalking for the whole first half. If Minnesota didn't go as cold as they did the second half, this game could have got really ugly.
Well, you got to credit the Lakers' defense too a little
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They stepped up and played good defense in the second half, so I won't just say it's all bad, but they got to play focused basketball now that it's the playoffs. They can't just sleepwalk through a game, no matter how talented or even if you got probably the best duo in the league. You still all hands got to be on deck for 48 minutes every series.
The one thing I'll say about that, to your point about sleepwalking and stuff, is, you know, when I was on Temple of Hoop on Sunday, I was saying, like, you know, there's a lot of teams that were kind of sleepwalking the last week or two of the season. And I was like, and some of these teams, you know, I have concerns about, but I didn't really have concerns about the Lakers because they have 2 guys that have won a title. They've been there. They've gone through playoffs. You know, they've been through the grind. So it's like those, like, I feel like those teams are the teams where it's like, okay, they can turn it on in the playoffs, right? But that didn't happen tonight. You know, it was the same thing that we've seen from the Lakers basically all season, like, and especially the last 2 weeks where they kind of lollygag through the first half, and then they're like, okay, we gotta fight. We're down 11, 12 points now. We gotta fucking pick it up and start playing. You know what I mean? And I do think that, like, you know, this is a Minnesota team. Obviously, no Rudy Gobert, no Jaden McDaniels, undermanned. You know, now you got to go face a Memphis Grizzlies team who's a young, hungry team, #1 defensive rating in the league, top 5 offensive rating in the league. It's a different animal. You know what I mean? And so, and I also think Memphis poses a lot of issues matchup wise with the Grizzlies, as far as, like, Jaren Jackson Jr. is one of the best interior defenders in the league. He's going to give AD a little bit of problems on the inside, right? So I am concerned about the Lakers going forward, you know what I mean? Especially after this game, like, because I was of the belief, like, I didn't think the Lakers were a great team, but I did think, like, okay, they get healthy, you know, they might be able to, you know, push a team in the first round. Now I'm having second guesses, man. Now I'm like, this might be over in 5 or 6 games.
But if you had Rudy Gobert, and if you had, oh my God, I just fucking lost his name.
Jaden
McDaniels. Like, how different of a game is this?
Well, I think the one thing is Rudy Gobert, and I was telling Irv this the other day, I said, it probably benefits the Timberwolves that Rudy Gobert is not playing. Because the Timberwolves, their best lineups all year have either Karl Anthony Towns not on it or Rudy Gobert. Like, those two can't play together. because that forces Cat to play on the perimeter, and Cat's not a perimeter player, right? Now, I knew the Jaden McDaniels, that was the big one, because Jaden McDaniels might be their third best player, if we're being honest, both offensively and defensively. And he's their best and he's their best wing defender without a doubt. There's no question about that. So that's a big loss for the Timberwolves there. Now the Jaden McDaniels loss, like that's my thing, Ben, is like the fact that like he wasn't there and the Lakers really struggled with this game. That gives me a lot of trepidation going forward with the Lakers. Like, it's hard to back them. I know they have LeBron. I know they have AD. Those are two future Hall of Famers without a doubt. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, this team just, I don't know what it is. They concern me, man. You know what I mean? And they're very lackadaisical at times. They don't defend the 3-point line. And obviously Darvin Ham is a disciple of Bud. And Bud's kind of the same way, where he's like, yo, we're going to defend the paint. And if you beat us shooting 50% from three, so be it. You know what I mean? So I am concerned with the Lakers going forward. The Timberwolves are probably going to lose to the Pelicans or the Thunder, to be honest, with no Jaden McDaniels. It's gonna be tough. We're rooting for our Thunder though, dog. We're rooting for the Thunder tomorrow, baby. We want to see SGA in the playoffs. We want to see Josh Giddey. We want to see Jalen Williams. That's what we want in there. Anyways.
Yeah.
Love me some NBA playoffs. That was one of the ugliest games I've seen in a long time in NBA basketball, though. That was some atrocious basketball at the end of that game, dude.
Yeah. Fourth quarter and even overtime was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was not good. All right, do you guys want to talk about any of the MLB games today? Anything that kind of surprised you guys? Anything that, I mean, the Rays are
I was gonna say another day, another win for the Rays.
Injuries are really affecting some top teams right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of big injuries. A lot of players that are out for a while too.
And pitchers that we thought was gonna hit the ground running, struggling like no other, buddy. I ain't never seen Sandy get shelled like that.
Well, Irv, I think a lot of that has to do with the shift. The shift.
That too, yeah, that too.
Because Miami was top 3 in defensive shifts last year. So now you're kind of seeing it in, like, you know, Sandy's not a big strikeout pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of hurting. Like, we're seeing guys that aren't strikeout pitchers are getting shelled. Shout out Jesus Luzardo, strikeout pitcher, not getting shelled. Future Cy Young. Get him now.
No, about that.
Ben, he's only allowed 2 runs in 3 starts this year.
Yeah, 3 starts. One of them was against the Phillies, and the other one was against
the Mets.
Yeah.
And the other one was against the Twins. I think it was the Twins.
You have no decision on that one?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to have a lot of no decisions because his offense fucking sucks.
Very true.
So, I mean, to even keep his team in it, he's got to pitch fucking no-run ball.
Yeah. What about the Brewers? Still scoring runs.
Yeah. Corbin Burns looked good today. Returned to form a little bit. Good outing for him. Zach Gallen had a great outing last night. Returned to form for him. So we're seeing some bounce back starts for some of these teams. Shohei went shutout ball today.
Yep. Has a .47 ERA.
Yeah, he's
y'all hopefully y'all listened to me at the beginning of the year. And y'all parlayed him winning the Cy Young and the MVP together.
Irv, I just don't think he'll throw enough innings to get love for the Cy Young, dude. Because if you look at every Cy Young winner for like the last 100 years, whenever the award started, like they're always well over 200, except for Verlander last year.
Well, he might be the exception to the rule.
I mean, he might be. They might be. I mean, that would be a great story, good narrative, but I don't know. If there's another pitcher that pitches like 200 innings, like Garrett Cole, for example. I mean, Garrett Cole is fucking on fire right now. He's pitching some great fucking baseball. If he goes 200 innings, 226 strikeouts or more, it's like I just don't understand how you pass him up for a guy that's gonna throw like 150 innings. This doesn't make sense to me. No matter how good.
Because the Yankees don't deserve nothing nice.
I mean, I don't disagree, but it's just hard to pass. It's hard to pass that up. My guy Dylan Cecil struggling a little bit. My guy corral them walks. Ben,
Mm-hmm.
you walking too many fucking guys. Walking too
Yeah.
many fucking guys.
He didn't pitch today. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah, he pitched yesterday, but well, his defense let him down too. Motherfuckers, 4 errors. They only counted 3 errors, but they should have had 4 errors. The home scorekeeper was very beneficial to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about some games tomorrow. Let's get some winners on deck. First game, we're gonna talk about Mets versus Padres. This one's at 10:05 in the morning, or I'm sorry, 10:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is the first game tomorrow. Well, first game that's going off that we're talking about. Right now the Mets minus 115 on the money line. San Diego plus or minus 105. Sorry, I'm looking at line movement at the same time. The Mets are pitching Tyler Miguel.
Yeah.
He's 2-0, 1.64 ERA, 1.118 whip. And Blake Snell's on the hill for the Padres, who's an 0-1 record, 7.88 ERA, 2.13 whip. What's your guys' thoughts on this game here?
Go ahead, Irv.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was gonna say this is a tough one for looking at the first 5 because you've got Snell who's hasn't been pitching great in one start against Atlanta, but Atlanta's got a much better offense than anything that the Mets are going to put out. And then you've got McGill who pitched great, but was going up against a Miami team who did not look good in their first. I mean, still hasn't looked good, it's hard to pick a first 5 here. I think, just with that initial look, you probably go with over for that first 5 because Snell's been struggling. Mets still have a decent offense. McGill pitched well, but against an offense that isn't going to be anything like San Diego's.
Okay. Irv?
I don't know, man. I just can't trust Blake Snell. He either gonna be amazing or he's gonna pitch 4 or 5 innings and give up 4 or 5 runs.
Yep.
All the runs might come in the same inning. So even though the Mets haven't been swinging the bats good this series, they have the potential to go off. So with Snell, it all depends on that slider and that fastball. If those 2 pitches are working for him, I think he's gonna have a good day. But if they not, then you can pack him up. But I think the best play for me, honestly, is probably going to be the over because I'm not betting no more unders for the next 2 month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Tony, you're going to see a lot of fucking unders start hitting soon. But that's when the numbers get pushed up a little bit.
Weathers only went 5 innings for San Diego. So if Snell only goes 3 2/3 like he did the first game, even if he goes 5, that's a lot of work for that bullpen that just came off 4 innings today.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who pitched for their bullpen? You know what I mean? Like,
Honeywell, Garcia, Wilson, and Hader all got an inning's worth.
so I mean, 1 inning. Let's see what their bullpen work has been for the last.
Garcia 7.94 ERA. Yikes.
Well, I mean,
it looks like they got rid of their good pitchers. Honeywell 1.35, Wilson 1.23.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hader,
like if
1.8.
they didn't pitch much the day before that, they're still They're so good
Yeah.
to go. They're so fresh. And Honeywell's a starter technically. He's like, I mean, obviously he's not stretched out like a starter right now, but
Yeah.
he's definitely better. But
One thing pitched 31 today.
one thing about Blake Snell is like he has a 7.88 ERA, but his xFIP is 3.71. So like he is seeing a lot of bad luck, you know, and that's something to keep into consideration because that's gonna regress back to the norm. And to go back to your point about the bullpen, Josh Hader before today didn't pitch until Saturday, so he had 2 days of rest. Brett Honeywell didn't pitch until last Friday.
Hader pitched 31 pitches.
Yeah, but I mean he didn't pitch. He didn't pitch since last Saturday.
Yeah.
Luis Garcia didn't pitch since Saturday. Brent Honeywell didn't pitch since Friday. So I mean these guys, like, they're still, you know, not necessarily. I mean, some of those guys I don't know if you want to see, but I don't know. With that being said, I kind of like the Mets. I don't know where Blake Snell's head's at. And last year he was so bad during the day. I know it sounds crazy, but he was not good during the day last year. Like he had an over 7 ERA during the day. My one concern is the Mets are 15th in WRC plus, 108 WRC plus against left-handed pitching. They haven't been great against left-handed pitching.
They have been really bad against right-handed pitching though. So
yeah, so it might be beneficial to them.
Yeah, 250 against lefties, 191 versus righties.
San Diego against righties, 116 WRC plus, so they've been pretty good. I don't know, dude. I just keep like I look at Tyler McGill and like I'm expecting some regression from him at some point. 4.11 xFIP. So I mean, he hasn't been like great, and his 2 starts are against Miami, dude.
Yeah.
So I
But
might
did go 11
I might be
innings
with you
in those
guys
2
and
starts.
I might be with you guys and take the over here.
Yep.
That might be the play. Lean Mets. The over's 8, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be first 5, probably 3.5.
Well, I don't know if I like the first 5 over because I mean Blake Snell has the potential of like pitching shutout baseball.
You got mollywopped by Atlanta though.
Well, that's the Atlanta Braves. This Mets team is not as good as the Braves lineup.
That's true. That's very true.
And also the Padres bullpen. Let me see here. Let's pull it up real quick. Padres bullpen. ERA. Damn, the Pirates have the best bullpen in baseball. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Pirates are playing hell home right now.
Padres bullpen ERA 4.42. 18th in the league. So, you know, the over could be a solid bet here. Tyler McGill is not going to continue pitching the way, like, dude, he 2 starts against Miami, bro. No way he keeps doing that.
Yeah, but Mets aren't great either, though. Or sorry, I guess he's going against San Diego. So San Diego isn't great against righties.
No, against righties, they're. Let me see here. San Diego against righties, WRC plus. Hold on, it's loading. Let's see.
Adding 220.
Well, I don't care about average. I want to know how many runs scored they. I want to know their run creation. Dudes don't. San Diego against righties, 13th, 99 WRC plus. Yeah, let's go under. We're taking the under. Under 8. Under 8.5, or is it 8?
It's 8.
Damn, what's the weather like tomorrow?
I'm still on this over. I think. Weather tomorrow 74 degrees, 14 miles an hour, blowing out.
Oof. Wind blowing out, Ben. I don't know if we could take an under. I know Irv's not taking no under. He said nah.
Yeah, I think we're both going over.
Yeah, over 8, right? Over 8.5 or over 8?
Yeah, over 8.
All right. I actually might lean the Mets here. I actually do lean the Mets here. Strongly lean the Mets.
Snell could just have a horrible day.
Who?
Snell?
Yeah, and Snell's just so bad during the day, dude. That dude just he's like Kirk Cousins of baseball, dude. Like Cousins has to play he's bad in prime time. Like Snell's the opposite. Like he's bad during the day. All right, let's move into our next team. We got the Yankees at Guardians.
Yep.
And we got a dude making his first career start for the Guardians. With that being said, the Guardians they have a major red flag on their hands. Tristan McKenzie was shifted to the 60-day DL. He's their second best starting pitcher behind Shane Bieber. This is huge because he's at least out until July. Not good for the Guardians.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good at all for the Guardians, which is why you're seeing guys like Hunter Gaddis, and now you're seeing Peyton Battenfield make a start. Peyton Battenfield has never made a major league start in his career. He's a career he's a career. What is he? Career. I mean, this dude, he's been in AAA, AA, single A. Not a great pitcher. K per 9, 6.96. This dude's just a thrower. It looks like he's just out here to eat innings. Who knows? He could step up and be fucking lights out. For the Yankees, they got Schmidt going on the mound. He's 9.45 ERA with a 2 whip. Right now, the Yankees minus 120 on the money line. Guardians plus 100. What do you guys think about this one here?
Another over.
The over sitting at 9.5 though.
We went way over today in the first 2 innings.
It's true.
Hunter Gaddis, man. Like Clark Schmidt is he's a former number 1 overall pick. Like he's a dude that is supposed to be good. You know what I mean? Like he's been in the minor league system for a minute because he was drafted at 18 years old. Like this dude should be a lot better than he is. So does he?
He just hasn't produced at all, and that's against San Francisco and Baltimore. I mean, not great teams, and he hasn't produced.
That's a lie. Baltimore's arguably one of the best offensive teams in the league this year so far.
But yeah, Baltimore's had its ups and downs.
But Baltimore is one of the best offensive teams in the league so far. We need to get this notion of the old Orioles out of our head. This is a new Orioles
Baltimore
team.
has had a lot of ups and downs this year.
I mean, that's baseball. You're going to have ups and downs. They've had more ups than downs.
Yeah, but there's only 11 games into the season.
Yeah,
all right.
They've blown guys out, and then
but the problem
had really nothing games.
No, I mean, the only nothing game they had was against DeGrom. They're putting up over fucking 5 runs a game. Like, they're scoring runs. Their issue's been pitching for the Orioles. I digress, though, because we're not talking about the Orioles.
I think tomorrow going to be a bullpen game for the Cleveland, right?
You think so?
Because Peyton Battenfield is starting.
Yeah. And
Yeah, give me the over.
who pitched for the Guardians bullpen today, or Ben, one of you?
Let's see. They had Heron pitched 2 innings and Curry pitched 4 innings.
All right, so they have De Los Santos fresh, they have Clase fresh, they have Stefan fresh, and they have James Karinchak fresh. They have their 4 best relievers fresh. So now it's how do they get from Mr. Saving Private Ryan to those 4 guys. So they got to get through at least 5 innings to get to those 4.
Yeah, give me the over.
I don't know, because if they get into those 4 guys, dude, those guys don't give up runs.
That's why maybe first 5 over.
That might be
You
the
look at
play.
that.
That might be the play. Or you take Yankees first 5 money line. But who knows, dude? Like Schmidt could get shelled.
Yeah, that's why I think you look at over.
Let me see here. Schmidt, he throws fastball, slider, cutter, curveball. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball. And let's see here. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball. All right, so the Guardians against the fastball. What the fuck are they? Cleveland not good against the fastball, minus 4.2. They are good against a cutter though. Positive. Not good against the slider. Man, Cleveland's not good against shit, dude. How the fuck's this team score runs?
They get hits in bunches.
They're good against a cutter though. And against right-handed pitching. Let's see where Cleveland's at. WRC plus Cleveland. Well below league average, 81. They're one of the worst teams against righties. I don't know if we could take the over here, man. Give me
Yankees money line.
I think Yankees first 5 money line. Honestly, this is a fucking stay away game for me, dude. This is a fucking dog shit game.
Stay away from this too.
Because you don't know what you're gonna get out of
Yes.
Battenfield, dude.
Yep, agreed.
Like, what if he gives you 4 innings of no run ball? You know what I mean? Like, you have no idea what you're getting from him.
Well, I think you could say that with Schmidt too.
I mean, I think we know we got from Schmidt earlier, but the thing is like, you know, who is he faced again, Ben? He faced Baltimore. Who else? The Giants. I mean, I would say the Giants.
Yeah.
I would say the Giants are a better offensive team than the Guardians.
3 1/3 inning pitched against the Giants, 3 earned runs.
I mean, the Giants are
3
second in
1/3
WRC
against...
plus against right-handed pitching this year. So, I mean, this might be a Yankees money line play, to be honest. Yankees money line or the under, because I don't know if the Guardians are going to be able to score. Bro, the Guardians suck. Pains me to say that. You lose Tristan McKenzie for the year, bro, and they still can't hit. Still not good at hitting what bullpen pitchers pitch for the Yankees today?
Back to it. The Yankees pitched. Cole and Abreu. Cole went 7 innings.
Abreu, yeah.
So their whole bullpen is fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yankees money line.
Yeah, give me the Yankees money line. That might be your best bet. Sorry, Guardians. I love you guys, but might have to pack you guys up early this year, brother.
Yeah, some big injuries, man. It's gonna be hard to overcome.
We might have to hammer Twins to win the AL Central. What do we have a line on that right now? Is there a line? Let's see. Man, honestly, I'm not even joking right now. If you can get division odds right now, I'm telling you, hammer the Twins, dude. I just don't see how they're gonna lose this division because the White Sox suck, dude. That bullpen is so bad, bro. And their starting pitching sucks.
Yeah, Giolito and Kopech, bro, pack their ass up.
Damn, the Twins are only plus 100, dude. They're a pick to win the division. So the market agrees with us. But I think the Twins are going to run away with this division, dude. I don't even think it's going to be close. Trading Luis Ariz for Pablo Lopez might go down as the best trade of the offseason. And he's playing great for Miami, dude.
I know he had a cycle today.
He's hitting like 600, but the rest of that team can't hit.
Oh, terrible.
Oh my god! I mean, Pablo Lopez is doing his damn thing against for Minnesota, and the Tigers suck, the Royals suck, the White Sox suck, and the Guardians they're losing Tristan McKenzie for basically the whole year, bro. Yep. Twins are winning that division, bro. Twins are winning that division. All right, let's move on to our next game. Let's see which one we got up here. We got
Boston and Rays.
Yep, Boston and the Rays. Why is the Braves game at night? All right, Boston at the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Chris Sale against Bradley. Bradley's making his first start as well. Chris Sale 1-0 on the year with an 11.25 ERA, 2 WHIP.
Yikes.
Boston currently plus 110 on the money line. Tampa Bay minus 130. What's your guys' thoughts here?
Chris Sale looks cooked, so pack him up. I think, man, the way the Rays is hitting, I just can't believe it. But yeah, man, they might not lose a game no time soon. They might start off 20-0, right? But
I don't know, man.
Oh, you can't fade the Rays until they lose. So just keep riding.
Exactly that. Yep. I think that's exactly it. Is that you can't until they prove you wrong. And I haven't seen them even come close to proving wrong. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess maybe game 1 of the series was 1-0, but still, that offense didn't allow any runs in 3 games, 2 against Oakland, 1 against Boston. Then they allowed 2. I mean, until they stop hitting and until, their defensive dominance goes down, I mean, we have no idea what we're going to get out of Bradley. But
yeah,
even their relief pitching has been lights out. So nobody's been able to hit against them.
I mean, the one thing I will say is, like, don't even matter who the fuck pitches for the Rays. They always seem to fucking find these gems, dude.
Yeah.
Taj Bradley's had 1 start in AAA this year, 5.14 ERA, but he did have 10.29 K per 9, so high strikeout, high walk type of guy. Ground ball, 42% rate. Man, I kind of got to go against the grain, dude. I got to take the Red Sox here. I don't think a team like winning 12 straight. I mean, that's tough, dude. It's very rarely done.
Winning 11 straight stuff too.
It is, dude. It is. But you gotta lose, man. It's 162 games. You're not gonna win them all. And for that, I will just throw a little bit on the Red Sox, and if I lose, I lose, and I'll tip my cap to the Rays. But
I don't think the value's there at plus 105. It's not.
well,
You're doubling up, but
you got Chris Sale on the mound against fucking Taj Bradley, who was drafted in the 5th round, 16th pick in the 5th round.
yeah, Chris Sale was allowed 4 home runs in 8 innings.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, you can't win them all. Tampa Bay, 147 WRC plus against left-handed pitching. Like all the numbers say take the Rays. Obviously, they're 11-0, so the numbers are always going to favor them in every single position until they lose some games.
The best batter on Boston is hurt now too.
Who?
Having Duvall out.
Nah, Duvall.
Nah, the best batter is Devers.
Yeah, Devers their best batter.
I don't know why he signed that extension, man.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Who's the guy with the broken wrist, right? It's Duvall.
They've all been nice, but he's not their best bet.
At this point right now in the season, he's their best bet.
Yeah, but I mean,
Devers
is their
10,
best.
11 games in, but
Devers is their best hitter, dude. We ain't fucking.
I'm just saying, stats wise, right now, Duvall is their best at bat. Just right now.
Yeah, give me. I'm gonna take the Red Sox, man. I'm gonna fucking plug my nose and throw the money on them, and we're gonna wish for the best.
And I'm gonna stay away.
There's no way they go 12-0, dude. I mean, they could. The odds are just not in their favor.
Who do they have next?
This is a stay away game for me.
I don't know who they play next. Who they play next, Ben?
Toronto for 3 games. They have 2 more against Boston. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Boston. Bounce back spot for Chris Sale.
And
I think he's gonna ball the fuck out. I'm gonna throw a little unit on Boston here. I'm putting it in right now too. Putting it in right now as we speak. Boston money line.
And they go 15-0 to start the season.
No fucking chance.
15-1. Yeah.
I'll bet you $20 they don't go 15-0.
I got a feeling.
Woo-hoo. All right. So you guys are both taking the Rays. I'm taking the Red Sox.
I'm not taking anybody. I just don't be surprised if the Rays win. But if I had to bet it, give me the Rays money line.
He said, "Don't be surprised if the team that's 11-0 wins." That's what Irv just said. All right, let's talk about a real baseball game. The best game of the day. We're saving the best for last. The Reds against the Braves. Hunter Green for Spencer Strider. We got a fucking flame-throwing match out here, dude. This is going to be fucking awesome, man. I cannot fucking wait for this game. Cincinnati 4-6, Atlanta 8-4. Hunter Green's 0-0 with a 5.63 ERA, 2 WHIP. Spencer Strider 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA, 1.18 WHIP. What do you guys think about this game?
It could be a pitcher's duel. It could be 12-10.
You never know.
Yeah, because as soon as that Braves starter comes out, that bullpen gives up runs.
Well, I mean, Spencer Strider runs his last start, too.
Yeah, but do we expect that to happen 2 starts in a row? Probably not.
And, I mean, I think that...
The thing about it is we got to look at how good the Braves are against the fastball.
The other thing, too, Irv, is that, I think the Reds are a little undervalued.
They are. They've been playing some good baseball. If you've been picking them plus 1.5, you've been winning a lot of money.
ATL not good against the fastball, -3 value, which is 23rd in the major leagues.
Woo, you might want to bet the under tomorrow.
Well, the under is 4-0 in Hunter Green's last 4 road starts. For those wondering. Hunter Green, 5.63 ERA, 4.58 xFIP, 14.63 K per 9, dog. 14.63. Striking out almost 15 batters per 9. Spencer Strider, same thing, 14.73 K per 9. 3.35 xFIP on a 2.45 ERA. So, we're expecting, better ERA from Hunter Green, and we're expecting, a little bit of regression from Spencer Strider. So I do think that the under has some value here. I also think at the money line, dude. What is that? Plus 210, dude. I think there's some value on the Reds there, dude. I think that this price is way too high. As good as Spencer Strider is, or if you said it, like, Spencer Strider on average, he's only going what?
5 or 6 innings.
5.2 innings this year.
Mm-hmm.
So the bullpen's coming in. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think there is some value on Reds money line here. I think you can absolutely take some value, but I do agree. I think that the under, especially first 5 under, might be a solid play. I can't imagine the Reds just fucking knocking Spencer Strider around, but the Reds lineup isn't bad. I think they're a little undervalued, man.
Yeah, they're not bad. There's just no lead is safe with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Reds bullpen isn't much better either, so.
No, I'm talking about the Reds bullpen. Like, they starters could have a good outing, and the bullpen could come in and fuck the whole game up in a half inning.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we saw with Nick Lodelo on Saturday.
Yeah.
Their bullpen is the 8th worst in Major League Baseball, 5.18 ERA. Atlanta's bullpen, they're the 11th best, 3.27. So I think first 5 under is a solid play here. I still think the under 8 has some value though, but I think first 5 under might be the play here. First 5 under 4.5. What do you think, Ben? Reds, Braves. Hunter Green or Strider?
What you guys already talked about, because I was I lost some service there, but I do like the under first 5 bet that you have. I think you got 2 pitchers that are coming in trying to to come back strong from what they had in their first start or 2. So I do like this under for the first 5. I think once it can gets into a bullpen game though, it could be over at that point.
Yeah, the Reds bullpen's trash. Not good. Not good. All right.
Let's go, y'all.
Let's get some best bets, fellas. Irv, you want to kick us off? Irv?
Yankees and what other game did we talk about?
You want Yankees money line?
Padres Mets.
And I'll do the over for the Padres and the Mets.
All right. Ben?
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay money line. I think it's great value there, and then we'll go Reds Braves under first 5.
All right. Under 4 first 5. I'm gonna go Yankees money line, and then I'm also gonna go Red Sox money line. Rays catch their first L tomorrow.
No.
And my third favorite bet is first 5 under for Braves and Reds. But the Rays are catching their first L, man.
Did you guys hear alcohol sales and drunken arrests are up in baseball?
No,
Because,
alcohol sales are down.
They're up because
No, they're down. They're starting to sell them. They're starting to sell alcohol into the 8th inning.
Yeah, but people are getting so trashed because they're pounding because they know they don't have as much time to drink their.
I didn't see that report.
beers.
I only saw that. I saw a few teams are starting to sell into the 8th inning because alcohol sales are down.
Well, don't do that in Dodger Stadium.
I thought it was. Yeah.
And that is another reason why I think that they could eliminate the pitch clock. Like we thought before, it was going to be more game related, but now it's looking like the in stadium experience is worse because of it. And so we could see that kind of play a part, because I mean, let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
Beer makes a lot of money at baseball games.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that the concessions were down, but I did see that the drunken arrests are up.
I mean, where are you looking? Dodger Stadium?
Hey, that's enough. Only I can talk about Dodger Stadium.
Just in general.
Bro, Dodger Stadium, the only
are,
stadium where the team's fans fight each other.
Yeah, that's because they don't know how to turn the other cheek. But it's crazy though. In all my years of going to Dodger games, I've never personally seen a fight like with my own 2 eyes.
That's crazy because they be on the fucking.
I always see it on the internet, but I'm like, damn, when I be at the Dodger game, I don't ever see people fighting each other.
So you gotta go up to the section 300, dude.
See, nah. Only time I like sitting way up is if I'm in the behind home plate.
Hell
or if
no.
I'm in the right field bleachers at the top. You get lit up there. But I've never seen a fight at Dodger Stadium.
That's crazy.
Not that I want to.
Yeah, no, I mean, man, people got to go to the games. You just got to enjoy the baseball game, man.
Yeah, the funniest shit I've seen those dudes try to catch a home run and spill 2 beers.
Oh, dude, wasted $30, dude.
He spilled it all over the people next to it. That shit was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, you was gonna catch it in the fucking cup. What was you gonna do? You had 2 cups of beer in your head.
Motherfuckers is crazy, man. All right, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Make sure to tap in. I'll be back on Friday night with Aaron Kidd. We'll be talking some Major League Baseball for Saturday. So make sure to tap in with that. You can follow Irvin on at Twitter at Swervin Irvin Washington at Swervin Irvin TSP. You can follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Make sure to go to Tavour.com. Download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device. Use promo code Taproom for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. For Swervin Irvin Washington, Big Ball and Ben Larson, Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, lads. Let's get this money. Let's win this money. Let's cash these fucking tickets. That's all we got. We can't do any more tonight. So we'll see y'all later. Peace.